Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are having a sensational day out there. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today, we're moving on to the next track here, When the Eagle Flies, Traffic. Listen, this 11-minute track, it's got my curiosity, it's got my attention, and so let's give it some attention here. Dream Gerrard, which I see is a track that has also been suggested by a few people. Bob Holtzman, you mentioned this particular track being your favorite on the album. I also see Trans Zero, Thomas Hoffman, Mariah Alves, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Alex Hamilton, you said 5 years ago, I absolutely have to listen to this track. And Al Barton. Thank you guys so much for the recommendation. Thank you guys for the suggestions as well. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. We'll discuss it after. Relax, sit back, and let the 11 minutes ride over you.
Hippos don't wear hats, 'cause the sweet gift broke along the ribbon.
Love that.
But he may see while he sleeps.
What's that? Steps off the
the night will be black and white raven coat. I am thirsty, die.
That's good, man.
They won't let it be. They think it should be done with reality. I scream from a skull. Fritz, bring your wigwam. They won't let it be. They think it should be done with reality. With reality. I won't let it be. They think it should be done.
That's such a catchy line, too.
With reality. With reality.
I love the specific sound of the piano. It has a nice richness to it. The band knows how to jam, I'll tell you that. every time they come in.
They won't let it be. They think it should
So
be
soulful.
done with reality. With reality. Oh, they think it should be done. They think it should be done with reality. With reality. With reality. With reality. I think it should be done with reality. With reality. Oh, no, no, they won't let it be. They think it should be done
Never mind.
with reality. With reality. With reality.
Come on, he is hitting
reality.
us soulfulness from the depths. This is just cool music, man. Smooth little switch up on the drums. It's an interesting little change there. I heard that. I heard that. Oh, that is very like modern almost. The Mellotron, the way that they kind of pull it in there. What a cool way it has that cutoff on it. No more than 7 seconds. It's going to run out of tape. Or however long it is. It's a very creative use of the Mellotron. That's it? You're kidding me. Dream Gerrard is that's how it ends right there? Like, obviously when you listen to the album, like there's definitely a way that it kind of transitions to Graveyard People here, which I'll have to listen to soon to kind of keep that going. Dream Gerrard ends in such a and what I mean is that they could have gone on for like a couple more minutes just to bring it full circle there, because that was a fantastic piece of music. That was awesome in every single aspect. The band can jam, as if you didn't know that already, right? You get into a traffic jam. This is the kind of traffic jam you want to get into. That's jamming. It's a great song. Everyone is just on fire here, and they sound so relaxed in the way they play. They sound so cool in the way they play and they perform. I don't even know where to begin, but Winwood's vocals are just absolutely soulful, passionate, coming from the depths, the depths of soul here. And the way he sings is just brilliant. I really think that is just out of this world. Speaking of out of this world, my favorite part, I shouldn't say the best because there's a lot of best here. My favorite part of this track is the way that he plays the mellotron here, sounding really unique. Let me see if I can find where that was, because I was trying to look at when that was happening. It was a little bit later on. I know the solo here that he does with the bass and the mellotron, but before that, it was after this. This part here. The way that like it's kind of cut off as he, is playing on it and going between the chords and stuff. Though the way that it cuts off is just so interesting. It just has this really cool nuance to it. That's like the mellotron is one of my favorite instruments, and the way it's played here, it just adds this interesting rhythm that sounds very modern. The groove here sounds incredibly modern. And man, does that mellotron add this cool mysteriousness while a little bit of an elegance, kind of course, acting as strings. And there's something about this section that is just so unique and just so cool to listen to. It's jazzy. Like, that's unique. That mellotron, if you were to just isolate it, perhaps change the music around it a little bit, that would kind of sound like, I can hear Tangerine Dream in that a little bit. There's something specific I'm thinking of. There's a song that plays the mellotron or something like it in a similar way. And and it's an ambient, well, not ambient, but I think it's a progressive electronic song or a piece of music. I want to say from Tangerine Dream, but I could be wrong. But it plays in a similar way here. And I think that is just a really cool and unique way to bring the mellotron in, especially with the surroundings there. That's electrifying. The guitar playing is out of this world. The drumming, the ghost notes, Holy Haunted House. There's so many ghost notes in here. It is so cool how everyone plays off of each other so well. And then, of course, I mentioned it in passing, but the bass solo, which kind of takes over the groove. Everyone else kind of quiets down to a simmer, barely that. Bass takes over, kind of helps transition while having some time in the limelight with that solo. And then the mellotron sneaks its way back into it. And then they basically write it all out. Some more music comes in around it, but they are definitely the focal point at that point. And man, I wish that this whole thing went on a little bit longer. Listen to Capaldi, man. And like, I guess it's true. Like, you leave the audience wanting more, because at that particular point, it felt like they were going somewhere. They were heading somewhere. And I wanted to keep going on that journey with them. But they left us behind as they ascended at that particular point. But then even, besides the jam that it gets into at the very end, like I said, the verse and everything. Come on. And the way the sax is playing around it, that really catchy melody, ba, 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 that repeats throughout, it just sinks into you. And this is a really wonderful track. I'm gonna add this into the playlist. absolutely deserves a place in the playlist. There it goes, tossed in there, because this was out of this world. Chris Wood on flute and saxophones here. This is a brilliant track. Those strong piano chords, and the piano has such a unique flavor to it. It hits all the right places, man. It hits all the right places. Let me bring you up here. And it's a fact you are cold, they react, dreamed Gerrard. Hippos don't wear hats, lobsters shriek if provoked. On long blue ribbons that he may see while he sleeps, Monsieur Old Neddy. He wears spectacles in bed that he may dream dreams or see dreams more clearly. The night it will be black, the white raven croaking, I am thirsty, die, they won't let it be. They think it should be done with reality. Ice cream falls from a skull. Fritz, bring your wigwam. They won't let it be. They think it should be done in reality. And then it repeats from there. I have no idea what this track is about. Am I supposed to? What's true fact, as any manor worth their salt will attest to. Incidentally, French poet Gerrard de Nerval, about whom this song was written, was known to keep a pet lobster, which he would walk on a leash made of blue ribbon. Well, okay. In his words, why should a lobster be any more ridiculous than a dog? Words we surely must all ponder at some points in our lives. I will tell you, that's the first time in my time upon this earth that I've pondered that question. Let's do a little searchy search on Mr. Gerrard de Nerval. Okay, he's a French romantic poet whose themes and preoccupations greatly influenced the symbolist and surrealist. Let's see, that's his life. And one of his finest works, the short story Sylvie, which was written in 1853, he recreates the countryside of his happy childhood in lucid musical prose. Nerval viewed dreams as a means of communication between the everyday world and the world of supernatural events, and his writings reflect the visions and fantasies that constantly threatened his grip on sanity. He attained the summit of his art whenever he combined his exquisite taste with his infallible intuition for the appropriate image by which to transcribe his dreams of a lost paradise of beauty, fulfillment, innocence, and youth. Can I tell you, this seems like it would be a lot of hubbub, but it kind of makes sense if I'm reading it, to be 100% honest. And now combining that with the lyrics, of course, you know, the lobster thing, the blue ribbons, while he sleeps, he wears his spectacles so that he may see his dreams more clearly. Now with that background information, it comes back and it makes sense. With reality, they think it should be done. They won't let it be. They think it should be done with reality. I don't know, but this song has me dreaming. That's for sure. Let me know what you guys thought of this one, of course, in the comments down below. As always, I appreciate you stopping on by, hopefully enjoying this one. I think that this is a really great track. Have a wonderful day. Swing on back by tomorrow, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.